Okay, guys, while I'm on a roll, again, this is Sue. Don't forget to check it out. Check me out at hostit.net.au if you want any mentoring or helping with setting up your Airbnb. And welcome if you're one of my mentees already, then I'm working through the Ambassador program. I'm actually doing these videos for you guys. So we just did the basic setup. I might actually, while I'm sitting here, I'm going to do a quick rundown on the photos today and then pricing. And I've had a bit of a cold this week, so I won't do much more than that. I don't think my voice will stand it. So create your photo tour. Okay, so it automatically will create this little photo tour, and you can add photos later on. See, we can add photos, we can add rooms and spaces if you've decided you've missed something. But we've created our photo tour here. We've got 2 living room photos. Is that correct? Well, yes, that would be correct. Sleeping arrangements? No, there's no, we don't have any sleeping in the lounge room. That's great. There's a little kitchen, well, kitchenette. I will alter that. It's not a full kitchen, so manage photos. Oh, oh, phone ringing again. Hang on, everybody. Actually, it's a good exercise to teach you this one here. We'd actually go in to delete that room and space, and then you would upload a new one and you would make it a kitchenette or whatever it was. So this is how you actually add rooms and spaces or delete rooms and spaces if it's been done incorrectly, if the photo tool picks it up incorrectly. And that was my fault. I did list that I had an amenity of a kitchen. It's more like a little kitchenette, but I can go in and I won't do that now because I've got to download more photos and things and I just don't want to waste too much time. But you could delete that because it's not technically, this particular little granny flat isn't a full kitchen, but for the purpose of this exercise, that all works fine. Now, if you want to go into all photos, I had somebody asking last night about capturing it. Now, if you wanted to change that to be a hero shot, you do that, but you want that to be a hero shot. So your first photo here is your cover, which is your cover photo. Now, I would probably want, I'm going to have my kitchen, my bedroom, my lounge room. There's my little fridge. So I want that to go there so they can see that. And then the dining room, and then there's a little sink area, and that goes into the bathroom there. Maybe that's how I want my photos. But if I want to caption these, you come down here and you go, comfy lounge with Wi-Fi. Oh, you want to say free Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi and smart TV. You might want to say how big your TV is, board games, all that sort of thing, board games and cards. Oh, isn't it terrible when you're trying to type and people are watching you? It's so embarrassing. So, you can do all that sort of thing. Arrange photos. No, thanks. Let's just not play with arranging photos at the moment. So in here, you'd want to say comfy queen bed. This one is. Bed with robe. Okay. So you want to let people know that you've got, robes there for storage and everything as well. Okay, so we go back from that. So that's how you edit your photos. That's how you edit your areas. And then you can add photos. Say I'd add photos of the cafes and the restaurants in the area and things that bring people to town. So that's really simple. Just add a photo, drop and drag, browse through your computer, that sort of thing. And that's where I would drag over new rooms and spaces. So if I want to think, I forgot, it's they didn't add a bedroom. I didn't put enough photos of my beds up. You can do that as well through there. So that's just a matter of playing around. All right. So, and I've actually edited this until the 30th of September to have this come up because that's when I'm coming back from holidays. And if I forget to do it before I go away, I could be in all sorts of trouble. So that's how you play with your photo tour and your rooms and spaces. Okay, so now we're going on to editing your calendar. So what you would do is you'd go up to here and you go calendar. Now, some of you, this may appear down the side of your computer screen, okay? Because I have so many accounts, might appears up here. It just depends. It's the same. Mine's just laid out differently. But now I've come up with $97, remember, because I've given that 20% discount for my first 3 stays. So we're going to go down here and you set your base price. Okay. Now I have done $121, remembering I'm giving my 20% discount, which is actually really good. Smart pricing you can use. Smart pricing is a lot better than it had been in the past. Okay. So again, look at other people in your area. What are they charging? What do you think? Do you think, are you compare an apple to an apple? So other 1-bedroom apartments, other 2-bedroom properties, or 3-bedroom houses, other 4-bedroom properties with 2 bathrooms, all that sort of thing. Do they have pools? Where are they in town? Where are they on the map? So always compare what other properties are doing. And look, smart pricing here is telling me that in this location, I get $175 a night. Wow, maybe I was completely off. So you can change that at any time, okay? I probably will play with smart pricing just because that sounds good to me. You can do custom weekend pricing as well and things like that. Now, this is where you'd set up your discounts. I start with quite small discounts. So if this is going to be a weekly discount, I might only want to give them 3% because I don't know my market yet. And then here you might want to go to not 49%. Trust me, I did that once. When I first started out, I thought, yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that. And then I've got my active promotion. Okay. Now, this is where you put your fees. I get asked a lot about the fees. So, cleaning fee per stay, I'm going to have as it's only a little $50 to clean that. All right. Look, I only ever charge what my cleaners charge me. Okay. And then you can attract short stay. Look, to me, a cleaning fee is a cleaning fee. My cleaners have to clean everything and wash everything, whether they're there for 1 night or for 3 nights or for 4 nights. So, oh, my dog is barking. Hopefully I can get her to be quiet. Okay, she doesn't appear to be. Oh, hang on. Somebody just walking past. Are you going to charge a pet fee if you have a pet? I don't charge pet fees. I do love hosting pets and I actually don't charge for them. Extra guest fees, I do get asked about a lot, particularly with some of you guys that have got the 2 private rooms. This is where you would have this. So say I wanted to charge extra after 1 guest or, extra after 2 guests or extra after 4 guests or 6 guests. If you've got a big 3-bedroom home, you might want to charge after 4 guests, or I've actually got some 2-bedroom properties and I like to charge after 2 guests because I just simply attract a couple and their dog. And then if I've got to open up the next bedroom and more linen and more people come in and literally it's more toilet paper and more tea, coffee, sugar as an amenities and more showers and more towels and all that, I do charge a minimal fee per person per night over 2. So I base all my things on 2 and then I'll add a fee after 2. But this won't actually work because this property only takes 2. Maybe I should have made up a fake 3-bedroom property, thinking about it now. But say after each guest, I want to charge an extra $10 or an extra $15 per person per night after 1. That's where we would do that. All these things are far more complicated than you need to as a beginner, but your management fees, your community fees, your linen per person per stay fee, resort fees, all that, far too complicated. Complexity is the enemy of execution. But if I want to, I can put $5 per pet per stay, or $5 per stay for the pets. Okay. So that's where you add all your fees. This you will tweak, you will play around with it. You will never get it exactly right. Okay. The first time. Availability is something that you do want to think about. I will not do 1-night stays generally. Okay. Look, if you're in an area near Spirit of Tasmania and people come down to stay for a night before they jump on the ferry, absolutely. Inner city areas where someone's going or near an airport, yes, definitely. I've got friends with properties in the middle of nowhere traveling down the highway between Brisbane and Sydney. Yes, do a 1 night. Depends on your location, okay? I'll always have a minimum of 2 nights, okay? customizing your week. Don't try to overcomplicate it. I'll normally do, let's say 60 as a maximum night. Again, this is things you can change. Think of it yourself. Custom trip lengths. Now, this is really important, guys. When you get to do, say we'll do Christmas, okay, dates, custom trip lengths. Okay, it has changed over the years how we do it. We'll do Christmas, all right? So just because that's one you'll want to do. So we go into December here. Now, this has changed how you do it. So say you had a family home and you want to have, you don't want anyone checking out on Christmas Day or anything like that. So you go from December 21 to December 27. December 21 to December 27. Thank you. Next. And you want to have a minimum there of 7 nights. Okay. So people will have to book for 7 nights during that trip length. So you do Easter, you would make, 3 or 4 night minimum and things like that. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. But just pause this, custom trip length, click on it. Just think about it as you go through. Now, for me, some people like to have at least a day's notice. I like to at least a day's notice. I don't like generally 1 day. Last minute bookings when you're new can be problematic and you may not be ready. All right. I do have a lot of properties set up with no advance notice. People can book the same day. My cleaners know as soon as a guest checks out, they're there, they're cleaning. Okay. If you're new to this, please don't do this. Okay, just make sure that you give yourself enough time to be thinking, because bookings will come from anywhere at any time. This is why I don't want you to have instant book while you're new. Okay, so at least a day's notice. All right, and save that. With your preparation time, I want to know, you can either block the night before and after each reservation if you want to. I don't have any preparation time. Again, I've got professional teams on the ground, but you might want to do that. Okay, while you're new, this can all be changed. None of this is set in stone. Okay, guys. So, but if you want to do that, do that. Now, I do like to advise new hosts as well. Maybe with a brand new listing, you might start with 3 months in advance that your calendar is open. Okay, see now all these calendars just blocked out. I'm only open for 3 months. I want you to get used to running your calendars. I want you to get used to hosting. I want you to get used to your pricing. Then once you've been doing this for a while, open it for 6 months. Okay, then open it for 9 months. I don't generally have mine open for more than 9 months in advance. Easter will sneak up on you. Pricing, things change, markets change, stuff like that. Some of the big luxury homes I've done, we have, because we get a lot of internationals coming for weddings and different things, and they might want to book a year in advance. It can really depend on your property. Okay. I don't want you getting into here these more availability settings, restrict check-ins and check-out days to overcomplicate things. I would only do that within a period of, say, Christmas. You don't want anyone to check out or check in on Christmas Day. Okay, but that comes under your custom trip length. So with this one here, let me go back in here. Remove that. Customize your trip length. Oh, you've got to go down and add it again onto the calendar. And then you go more. Just have to pause this while I get. Okay, to stop people checking in or checking out on these days here, I actually run with the professional tools with Real Set, so I won't be able to show you. A lot of you won't have that. Again, you'll have instant book off. So if somebody does want to check in or check out on Christmas Day, which they shouldn't because you've already set your 7 night minimums, you can just say to them, hi, sorry, I'm unable to accept this booking because I won't be taking checkouts on Christmas Day. And trust me, it will happen. You say, would you be possible to book for the extra night and check out on Boxing Day? All right. It's as simple as that. This is, again, why we don't have instant book on while you're learning and you're getting to understand your calendars and your tools and your pricings. So hopefully that has helped you a little bit setting up your calendar. So if you want to change your pricing for certain days, It can just be simple as like that. So I'll get to, okay, the Christmas days. All right, go back to here, go off. So these days here, so from the Friday through to here is going to be a lot more popular. So we're going to want to up that price. I'm going to change that to 200. That's something I haven't shown you. See what I mean? So there's your, there you've put your price up. Well, I've put it up to 200, but again, the 20% discount has still been added. All right. So, but I do really like the 20%. It really does. It promotes you really, really heavily. It's just something to be mindful of. Yes, I've got $200 here, but it's only showing as 160 on my calendar because that's the 20% discount. And you can go and look at other listings. You go, okay, other listings in this area, Airbnb will bring them up. That'll show you where you are, and you'll be able to know what they are. Most reservations during these dates are between 170 and 228. So I was pretty good with the $200 guess. Again, just guess. Do more research. This is just simply a little mock-up to really help you guys. And I hope it has helped you. All right. I'll do some more lessons later.